Okay, we're rolling.
Hey, welcome back to the How to Podcast series. This is Dave with you. I hope you're doing well. It's episode 710. We're talking about podcast advice and getting advice from a guru that doesn't even listen to your show. This happened. I listened to a podcast recently, and the podcaster does like an open call and a coaching call as an episode, and brought on his guest, introduced them, welcomed them to the show, and then asked them some pretty basic questions about their podcast, and then immediately jumped into telling them what to do. And at no point did the podcaster even identify that they had ever listened to their show, that they knew the content, that they knew anything about the show, and was asking some pretty basic questions about the podcast that anybody would pick up on had you listened to the show. And I'm thinking, why are podcasters looking for suggestions and advice, going to people who don't even care enough to actually listen to your podcast at all? Like, why these people? Why are these people getting your attention? Why are you taking their advice from a podcast guru who doesn't even have time to listen to your podcast? I don't understand. There's a lot of great podcasting supports out there. A lot of people who do things like what I'm trying to do with my show, who do invest in their listeners, who do invest in the people that are asking for help. Like, these people actually do a really good job, and I hope that I do this as well, that we actually provide the information that you need to make your show better, because we do our homework as someone who's leading in the podcasting space around advice on podcasting. We actually spend the time to do the thing. And what I find interesting is over the last 7-8 years now of helping podcasters, I've come across some pretty interesting people on my journey. I have come across people who have kind of taken advantage of me and the free things that I do to help people. They will eat up a lot of my time and then do the complete opposite of everything we've talked about. And that's sad, because we've worked together, we've spent time together, we've laughed together, we've kind of contemplated their podcast and their next steps, and we've come to some pretty great realizations about their show. And then they just disappear and they just go away. And you're like, whatever happened to so-and-so? And then I look on my podcast app and, oh, there they are. And they're proudly talking about their new podcast guru that's helped them do the thing. And a little tear falls from my eye as I'm like, well, that's sad, because I thought we had something really great. We were really working well together and we were really doing some great things, but they've decided to go somewhere else, which is fine. I'm happy that they have someone in their life that serves them well. But at no point during our conversation had they ever said, this isn't working, or I want to go try a different advice or different place, different perspective, which I'm totally fine with. But just the fact that they just walk away. I've had people eat into my calendar. I've had people who, again, take advantage of the free things that I put out into the world. And yeah, it doesn't happen all the time, but there are those people. And unfortunately, that's just kind of how they navigate life. They attach themselves to people. They take everything they can and give very little back. And then they just leave. And you're like, well, I'll just keep moving on. I'll just keep moving forward, because the majority of the people that I get to talk to in podcasting are the exact opposite. They just give. And even if working together is not in the cards for them, they still just give. And those are the people that I love to surround myself with. When you go out to get advice from anybody, make sure that you do your research on these gurus. Make sure that you actually check up on them. There's a lot of people claiming to be a lot of things, and there's no way to substantiate any of their claims. I've got 10 billion downloads. You do you? Okay, I could say I have 10 billion downloads. What are you going to do about it, right? I'm lying if I tell you that, because I don't. They're not going to say that. They're going to tell you that I'm a top 1% podcast. So is 30,000 other people in your category. So that means nothing. They're going to tell you all kinds of things to get you to come their way and buy their program and their course. They're $2,000 for this 6-week course of pre-scripted videos that you have to watch on your own. And you get a way to contact me, but only when I'm available. And you pay a lot of money for this. And I'm like, wow, where is the human connection? Where are the things that people get real true help from somebody who actually cares, who's not going to slide you into a funnel and trap you into their world of constant barrage of emails and upsells? It's sad. It's really, really sad. I think over the next few years, we're going to see a recoil in people who have been building things and automating themselves out of the process as a leader, as a teacher, as a guide, and creating things that step in and fill the gap so this person can do more and sell more courses and programs and offers. But you get less and less of them. I think there's going to be this gap that's being created in podcasting right now, where the people that are going to do really, really well are the people that aren't interested in scaling to reach 100,000 people. They're interested in reaching 10 and doing it really, really well in a meaningful way without making your people feel rushed. Oh, it's a 20-minute call. Sorry, we're at 19 minutes. Got to go. Yes, we've got to have some boundaries as we coach. Yes, I get that completely. Otherwise, people are going to take over your whole calendar like they've done for me in the past. Without boundaries, they're just going to take advantage of you, sap up all of your energy, eat up all of your time, and then do nothing with the information. They're just going to just bail on you or bail on their project or just stop podcasting completely because they've lost interest and they're on to the next thing. Those people are going to weed themselves out over time because they're just caught in an information loop. They're not really interested in being practical and creating something. They just want more information. That's what they're addicted to, and that's fine. It's okay to be addicted to information. That's a good thing. People should learn more. But when all you do is learn and you never act, and you never put into process what you've learned, I can't find that to be satisfying. I can't find that to be something that makes me light up. Is look how much I know, but look how much I don't do, right? I'm the person who wants to get you enough information to get you to start, to get you going, because once you're going, then you're going to learn more. So what I do different than some of these other gurus is I actually will invest the time to go through your show in more detail. I won't ask you dumb, simple questions about your podcast that shows that I don't know anything about you. I will come with a full list of things that I want to talk to you about, things that I think that are really going to help you. I had a one-off meeting with a podcaster, and it was never meant to be an ongoing coaching thing. It wasn't meant to be a long-term relationship. It was a one-time thing. And I knew that going in. Yet, I listened to every episode of their show because I listen at work. So I was able to cram through all of their episodes from beginning to end, every episode, made notes. And when we got on camera together on Zoom to talk about their show, I said, can I give you some feedback? Because I've been listening to your show. And they said, I saw you in my stats. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. That's me for sure. She said, I saw you're a new listener and you went through every episode. I'm like, yeah, every one. So here's some things. And I gave them kind of the rationale behind why I think this would be an opportunity for them. And in a loving, caring way, pointed out some things that could really help their show. And you know what they did? They didn't get angry. They didn't get upset. They actually took it to heart. Because not only am I investing in them as a listener of their show, I'm coming with some practical things that I think would really help them. And you know what they did? They implemented them right away. Right away. And their show has changed dramatically. Little things like they had 3 intros for every episode. A canned intro, them doing a voiceover intro about their guest, and then introducing the guest and in the actual recording. 3 times we heard about the show. We heard the name of the host, the name of the show, the name of the guest. We heard it again. The name of the show, the name of the host, the name of the guest. And one more time for good measure. The name of the show, the name of the host, the name of the guest. And I'm like, you know what? You could just cut that down to one time. And they're like, I said, so when you do your recording, just tell your guest before you hit record, I'm already going to pre-record the intro. We're just going to jump into the conversation. Are you good with that? Okay, let's go. Tell me about your book. Tell me about your thing. And they went right into the conversation and eliminated all that other stuff. And the reason why 3 intros is not a great idea for this person is you only have a short window of time to capture somebody's attention. The sooner you get to the information part of the show, the better. So do 1 intro and get into it. Easy. And if you don't know what the show's about until after you've recorded it, record the intro at the end. Because now you know what you talked about. You're not guessing. And they're like, I never thought of that. That's the kind of investment you get from somebody who actually cares enough to invest in you as a podcaster, listen to your show, give you ratings, reviews. I do all that stuff as well. They don't do a ton, but it's still a nice thing to have. Left them voice messages, help them with their buy me a coffee, sent them a buy me a coffee as well. That's part of what I do. Those are the type of people that you want to work with. And if you've been tired about working with some of these other people who treat you at arm's length, like they never really let you get close, then it's time to work with somebody who actually cares about you. And I would love to be that person for you. And yes, I'm opening my doors up to people who might take advantage of me. But I want to believe that people are good. And that the people who are out there who just want to suck the life out of you are going to fade away. And they're going to be self-identifying. You'd be like, oh, you're that person. Okay. And we'll kind of work our way out of that relationship. Because I don't want to give away my life to you when you don't care about the information, the execution of the information. You have no plans to move forward. You just want to eat into everyone's time. Then I'm gonna politely excuse you from this relationship and move on to the people who actually want to do something with their show. And if that's you, and you're like, I'm just tired of all these people with smoke and mirrors, and I'm tired of putting up with people who don't really care enough to know about me when I come for help, then it's time for a better guru. It's time for somebody who's going to help you. Now, do I consider myself a guru? Well, no, I don't. It feels weird, but I consider myself a friend who can really help you with your show. I've got over 2,200 episodes. I know a few things about podcasting that could really help you today. So if you're interested, howtopodcast.ca. Let's go beyond basic generic advice from somebody who, again, treats you at arm's length, never lets you get close, and throws up dollar figures in front of you if you want any meaningful interaction beyond the basics that are for free. I like to go deeper, even if it costs me my time, and even if people take advantage of me. I still believe in you. And if I have to fight through 10 people who take advantage of me to get in touch with you, who will actually do something with this information, I will gladly do that. Because again, those people who are here just for themselves and have no intent on doing anything with the information, they'll fade away. But if you and I get to work together, then that's what's meaningful for me. Howtopodcast.ca. Invest time with the people who invest time with you. There's a saying, dance with the one who brung you. Not best English, but yeah, dance with the one that brung you. Dance with the person who brought you to the dance. Don't leave them at the door. And if finding podcasting through this show has helped you, then I'd love to connect with you soon. Howtopodcast.ca. I'll be waiting for you. Let's do this together. Take care. Thank you so much for listening to the entirety of the episode, including this part. You know what? A lot of people leave right now. So we'll let them leave. Give them a second to go. Okay, now it's just you and me. We have our meetups that we do for the How to Podcast series. We do them during the week, and we also do them on Saturdays. So twice a week, you have the opportunity to meet other podcasters, just like you. Some people have just started. Some people haven't even released an episode yet. Some have been doing it forever. And we get together and talk podcasting. We want to help you in community to continue with your show, to start your show, to grow your show. So come and meet listeners of this show in one space on meetup.com. Again, through howtopodcast.ca, you'll see the links. It's completely free to join. Come whenever you have an opportunity to come. There's no commitment. You don't have to sign any waivers. You can just come join us. Come join the conversation. We'd love to have you there, because the only thing that's going to make these meetups better is you being there. So I'm hoping you will say yes. And you'll say, Dave, I'm tired of podcasting by myself. I wish there were people I could connect with that are fellow podcasters and share my frustrations with guests who ghost me, and my editing software is crapping out on me, and I'm just having this hard time. I'm just having a hard time coming up with podcasts, episodes and titles and all the things, and social media. Wouldn't it be great to get in a room with other podcasters and share best practices and learn? 3 of our 4 Saturdays every month are themed. So you have a topic, but that last Saturday of every month is open question and answer. Ask anything. Come meet a podcaster. Come enjoy the podcasting community through howtopodcast.ca. Come to our meetups. Can't wait to see you there. You're still here. Amazing. Okay, so here's a little tip for interview-based podcasts. Is instead of asking like really pointed, on-the-nose type questions like, did you like writing your book? Yes, I did. Instead, ask more open-ended questions that get your audience to connect with the person you're talking to. Something that actually will help your guest display more of their true personality or their mindset, or something that brings people into the conversation. Try things that are meaningful to the guest. On my author podcast, Living the Next Chapter, livingthenextchapter.com, I will ask questions of my guest that put the author in the place of the reader and bring the listener into the story that they've written. Things like, tell me more about your main character, Bobby. If Bobby was able to walk in right now and sit down here with us, what's one question you'd have for Bobby, your main character, that you don't know the answer to? About their character, about who they are as a person? What don't you know about this person named Bobby from your book? What would you ask them? And I get like this big wide-eyed look from my guest author who's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, you created the character. I'm sure there's something about their childhood or their favorite food, their favorite vacation spot, a memory that this character would have had that didn't really make it into the book, but really shaped them. Wow. And it's this moment of reflection and interest, because it's interesting for the guest as well than the simple tropes that we ask in interview questions. Go somewhere different with your guest. Those kinds of questions are memorable, and the audience leans in going, wait, I want to know more about this. Because the answer from the author about the main character and a trait or a story or a piece of information from their past as the character in the book might reframe for the reader how they envision this character in the book. And it just might give them a whole new insight into more than what the author had intended when they first wrote the book. So go somewhere different. Forget those simple questions and get to the questions that get to the heart of the story, the author book, the thing. And you'll have better interactions, not only from your listening audience, but from your guest, as you surprise and delight them with questions that are meaningful. Because your show's better than all those other shows, because you actually care about your guests. Try it. Let me know how it goes. Thanks for listening.